Good morning. It's day 2 of my Fundy Footpath hike. I'm just getting some coffee here and packing up my tent. I've got stuff kind of everywhere here as I'm getting ready to get back out on the trail. I had a really good sleep. I woke up a few times, but it was nice and warm. It's only about, I want to say it's probably about 11 or 12 degrees, and it's supposed to be that cool again today. So hopefully I won't need any bug spray again today. That would be such a nice bonus. So today the plan is to hike a little further along and then take a detour off the trail because there's a gorge and a slot canyon along this trail. So I'd like to check that out today. So I'll finish my coffee, finish packing up, and we'll get moving. I thought I would quickly show you this bear bag hoisting contraption that they have set up here at the Seely Beach campground. This is my food bag. It's got everything that I'm going to be eating for the next couple of days in it. And I'm going to go hoist it up just to show you how this thing works. So that's it. It's just like some cables and pulleys, and the food bag is secured right up here. It's really neat, very convenient. Now very close to there's the contraption that I just hoisted my food bag, kept it away from all the critters. Over here is the nice outhouse. So this is, there's like a little ramp there, and there's a toilet in there. Everything just falls on the ground underneath and it's caged in. So there's a pile of waste in there, but that underneath part is caged in, so no animals can get in there and muck around. And now it's time for us to hit the trail, if I can find it. There seems to be a little bit of a path beaten along the beach here. I can see a sign in the distance up here, so I'm gonna try and just there's the sign. I'm gonna try and just walk along the beach for a little bit till I figure out where to pick up the trail, which I suspect is that sign in the distance. But in the meantime, ooh, it's so nice here. I've made it to kilometer 10, which is where I said I would stop and have a break today. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm gonna have an energy bar and maybe some dehydrated fruit, have a little break, and then get back on the trail. So I've made it to about the 14.5 kilometer point on my journey here, and the white blazes here continue that way. So that way is where the trail continues. And I would make it to Cradle Brook in 2.4 kilometers, which is an area where I could camp tonight. But I think instead I'm going to take this detour. So the yellow markings on all the trees indicate that it's a different path. So I think what I'll do is hike up, and it makes a big loop that actually joins back up with Cradle Brook, which is that way. And I think the loop is about 6 or 7 kilometers. But apparently there's a really cool canyon up there that I would like to see. I think that it is fairly difficult. I'm not sure how far I will make it, but I think I'm gonna try it. I may as well, since I'm here. Otherwise, I would just carry on this path, which is relatively easy, but I have time. It's only about 1:30 in the afternoon, so I still have like 8 hours of daylight left. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little rest. I've got my sitting pad there and drink some water and carry on up the trail that way. Well, that was a very easy walk to the next junction of this trail. You can see behind me, it's just like an ATV trail. And that way leads to parking. And then behind me, there's a sign to the Walton Gorge Lookoff and the Eye of the Needle. So we'll head on that way. I'm at the Eye of the Needle, and it is impressive. So behind me is the trail that I came down. And behind me is this gorge. This rock face is incredible. And then there's the water course behind me. It is really an extraordinary place. I ditched my backpack a little bit up the trail just because it's quite steep coming down here. So I left it there. I'll pick it up on my way back. Man, this is like, holy moly. Incredible. So glad that I came down here. This is definitely worth the extra like 3 or 4 kilometers. That waterfall is really incredible. What a beautiful place. This is so cool. I don't know if the camera is really doing justice to how high these gorge walls are. It's spectacular. I just did the Eye of the Needle, and really impressive. And then there's at the top of the Eye of the Needle trailhead, there's a little look off. So again, ditch the pack on a bench back there. And this look off is on a really nice boardwalk. Oh, and it's really short. Here already. Oh, it's windy up here. No wind in the gorge at all. I just spent about 40 minutes looking for the trail that does the big loop around down back to the footpath, and I couldn't find it. So I have decided, since it's now about 5:30, I'm just gonna head back down to the trail that I took up here that connected to the footpath, and then just carry on to my campsite that way. So it kind of sucks that I'm backtracking, but I don't really know what else to do. And it's not very long. I was hoping to do that full loop, but it's not a very long backtrack. So that's what I am gonna do. So I'll keep you updated if I do happen to see a sign that actually says Fundy Footpath, Little Salmon River, but I'm not very hopeful at this point. That's okay. So I'm just walking along the trail, and I've seen a lot of moose poop all over the Fundy Footpath. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I didn't want to step in this, but also this little guy is hanging out on the trail too. I think he's just probably pretty cold. I don't know what kind of snake this is, but if anyone knows, let me know. Okay, well, I've made it back to the trailhead, the same spot that I left several hours ago to go explore the gorge, which was totally worth it. And it looks like Little Salmon River is my next camping option, which is almost 3 kilometers away, which isn't that far on regular road surfaces to walk, but is probably going to take me about an hour and a half to get there, which puts me into camp at about 8:30. But because I've walked already so much today and so many big hills and carrying my pack, my knee is starting to hurt. So it's probably going to take longer. So I think what I'm going to do is have a little rest and look around and see if I can find a camping area pretty much anywhere along the trail while headed towards Little Salmon River. I don't need a very big flat area because my tent is so small. So we'll see how I make out. Might be setting up a tent in the dark, which is fine. I've arrived at home, sweet home for the night. And there's my little tent. All set up. I'm not really unpacked or anything yet, but this is the place where I'm camping tonight. It's Little Salmon River. Look at that. I mean, you couldn't really ask for a better campsite. It's really gorgeous. Beautiful forest behind us. I think that people generally camp up here. There's a fire ring right there, but it's super lumpy up there. And truthfully, this may not be the official campsite. I'm not sure. But it's about 8:30 now, so I just decided that I would stop and camp here for the night. I do realize that I'm camping in what is essentially a floodplain, but that's a chance I'm willing to take. There's no rain in the forecast, so I just can't really beat this view and the trickling river. It's going to be a very nice night. I'm tucked into my little tent on the bank of the river. I think I picked a very lumpy area despite looking around quite a lot because I feel like I'm going to do some traveling in my sleep tonight, but that's okay. I had a very full day. I hiked 9 kilometers on the Fundy Footpath, but then had that big detour up into the canyon and went and saw the Eye of the Needle. So I think that detour was probably about, I'm guessing 6 kilometers, but I have no idea. But very big day. The sun is just going down, and I'm about to get tucked in and get another good night's sleep on the banks of the Little Salmon River. So I'll see you tomorrow. If you enjoyed this video and would like to support my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and Dawny Wanders will see you in the next one.